I did sleep in the Marion room, and I have to tell you, after I saw the video from 2 nights ago that one of the gentlemen had shown me that hadn't been edited yet, so it was obviously a real experience when I saw the shadow go across the room in the Marion room on this video he had showed me. He didn't know I was staying in the Marion room. I said, oh, this is going to be an interesting night. And I was a little fearful. You know, anybody would be naturally. But as I went in there, I didn't get into my room until about 4. And the only thing that happened I found to be interesting, and I was so tired, I didn't even really pay attention, but this actually happened. I got into bed and I just felt like someone tucked me in. And I actually turned and looked, and you know no one's there, you know, but it's a natural reaction. That was my experience in there. So I didn't feel anything negative or anything like that, nothing. But I didn't feel like I needed protection here last night, to be honest with you. And then we went to the next room, which was the gold room, the yellow room. And he did something that I found was interesting. He had me stay outside of the room. He brought everyone into the room that was part of the ghost hunt, and gave them the information of what he has experienced in that room last year and the year before, and then had me come in after that and to see what I would pick up on. According to Scotty, it was incredible. I picked up on this little girl. I sat down, and I have many, many gifts. One of them is empath. And I just got really sad, and I knew this was a young child, and it was a little girl, and I knew she was looking for her mom, lost. And then we saw there's a white door frame in that room to the bathroom. And we saw this child, it had to be a child because it was short, just come out, and it literally, you could see it float all the way around. It didn't look like a real person. It was a black shape. And it came out, and it just kind of stood in the middle of the room. We all saw it, and just kind of stood there. And then it went back, you know. And then later we saw a taller figure come out of that bathroom as well. And Scotty said he had been there last year, and he knew that there was a little girl in that room that was looking for her mom. And so it was, for me, it was pretty validating that someone else already knew the history that I didn't know, and that as a medium, you know, that the things that I was picking up on were factual. So I was pretty blown away by that. Then we went into the tunnel in there, and there was some really heavy energy in there, and as a medium it was intense for me, because I understood that it was some not very nice things went on in there, in my opinion, you know, and just as picking things up as a medium. The energies were a bit more heavy, and they were aggressive, not aggressive towards people, but their energies were, there was definitely a lot of male energy down there, let's just say that, you know. From what I understood later, I guess I didn't know this, but it was a speakeasy down there. And I didn't have knowledge of that just yet. And I had kind of earlier just completely described the Prohibition days and et cetera, and what the clothing that they were wearing. And then as I went into the I guess they call them catacombs, I guess, I wouldn't go to my left at all. And Scotty was like, no, it's okay. I'm like, it's not okay. I don't want to go to my left. And it wasn't fear as much as it was like oppression. It was just, you just didn't want to go over there. And the energy was, it wasn't scary as it was, you know, argumentative type energy. Like you could feel argumentative energy in there, and that kind of thing. It wasn't negative, like anything was going to hurt you. I'm pretty good at my job, and I did not feel fearful in this house at all, at any time. And we also heard giggles. We were standing at the top of the stairway there, that's, you know, where you can look down over the rails. And we were all just kind of chatting, and over top of everything, we heard, you just heard this little girl giggle, like a little girly giggle, and everybody was like, what was that? Well, you know, it was just, the whole night was just amazing. It was just fantastic. The evidence was definitely there for me. It's amazing. I can't wait to come back.